Hey, my crafty peeps. I am doing a post review on Snow Queen today. This painting is from Dreamer Designs and is licensed through them. The artist is Curtis Reikovich. It is a 60 by 80 and it has 62 colors. I believe it only had one AB and it was a white AB, but I added a bunch of extra stuff to it. I also ended up changing her skin tone quite a bit. So I'll walk you through what I did. We've got some drills that I'll show you, and I'll show you the colors and explain to you what I did. I know. I said I wasn't going to start this painting, but I just got really curious about it. So I'm working on Snow Queen by Dreamer Designs. You can see the little thumbnail there. In my last video, I said that I was gonna change out a bunch of the drills for her skin. So I've only started up here, haven't started on the skin, but my friend Lindsay over at Emeralds and Fairy Lights just did the neck portion, and it looks crazy. So I'll insert a picture right here so you can see what it looks like. Here is what I've done so far. And the other thing that I wanted to show you now, these different ABs that are in here are just ones that I've added. Those didn't come with the kit, like the blue ones down here and the silver, and then these kind of gray looking ones. But all of these are ABs. I just wanted to show you, I know that both Lindsay and I have unboxed several Dreamer Designs. And so here is what the Dreamer Designs ABs look like. And then I took some of Tina's from DP with Sparklers, and I took some from Diamond Art Club, and I put them in here. I just wanted you to see. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like Dreamer Designs has gotten really lazy with their ABs. It's nice because they give you a bunch in this one, but you can really tell the difference, excuse me, in the coating that's on them, plus the facets. I mean, these are very smooth, and you can see that both Diamond Art Club and DP with Sparklers has a lot of facets on there. So I just wanted to show you that, and I will give you more updates as I go along. Here are the ABs that I used in the icicles for the crown. These are from Shimmering Canvas, the 762 and 317, and then the 160 AB, the 3841 AB, and the 800 are all from DP with Sparklers. I like that there's barely any trash so far, and you can see I've worked all the way over here down, and I have most of this section done. So that's all of the trash out of there. The only thing I'm noticing also is all of these little tiny beads in some of the colors, so that's kind of annoying, but other than that, so far so good. Hey guys, just a quick video here to talk about what I'm thinking about doing for the neck and the chin area. So I'm not disliking this up here. I really think this shadow is great. The coloring's good, and then it goes down into her skin. These are a bunch of ABs through here, and then this darker color actually supposed to go through her cheek. So that's where I thought it was just too harsh of a transition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and make this highlight a little bit lighter so it's not quite as stark of a transition. Then also down here, what I was thinking is doing something like with this type of shadow and this skin tone, because I don't want it to look like a beard through here. If you see that, it looks kind of like she's got a gray stubble or something, and I don't really care for that. As far as down in the neck where it's very dark, I know that like Miranda of Diamond Painting with the Besties, She said that it almost is supposed to be like frostbitten or something, since she's the Snow Queen. I know she's not supposed to be your traditional beauty, but I don't care for that. So what I think I'm going to do is sort of take this and move it down through here. So I ordered a bunch of colors. I'll show you sort of what the colors look like, and we'll go from there. Got the colors that came with the kit, laid them all out so I could see from the darkest to the lightest what was actually shown for the top part of the forehead. That way I can go to Diamond Drills USA and order the colors I want to replace them with, or get more of the same color. So basically what we're doing is taking the forehead colors and the top part of the face, and we're going to duplicate that or alter that for the bottom part of the face, the cheek, the neck, the blush, etc. So here is what I ended up ordering. So it's a lot to process. I will go in more detail later. I just want to show you, I ordered a bunch of drills from Diamond Drills USA. And as you know, the colors can be very similar or they can be super different, either a different color or much darker or lighter. So I wanted to kind of show you where I was going with this. All right, so for the 225 color here, this is the one that came with a kit. What I did was I substituted this pinky color for this more peachy tone. This is the one that came with it. I saw in Lindsay, which is Emeralds and Fairy Lights, she did a little bit of the canvas, not all of it. And this color right here was just way too peach for me. It looked odd because most of the skin tone that the Snow Queen has is pinky. So these are actually from, why am I blanking? DP with Sparklers. She has a full set of rounds and a full set of squares that are the regular drills. So what I did was I took the two packets and mixed them together because I knew I was going to need quite a few, and the colors in here were similar. I took her version of 151 and 3689 and mixed them together to get this. I know I'll probably need more than that, so I got some more 3689. As you can see, they're quite a bit darker than what I have in here, so I don't know that I'll use those. Then the 151s are quite a bit darker as well, so I don't know that I'll be using those for that section. I do have another bag that I got from I don't know where that's 963. It's a little bit lighter, but it just might work. So I may substitute if I need more of this color here with some of the 963. All right, so let's put this back over here. And then I just for kicks got a little bit more of 152, which is the J symbol, and it looks pretty much the same. I don't know that I'll be needing more of this though. The thing is when you order stuff from Diamond Drills USA, it's 200 in each pack. So if you don't order enough, I've done this before and I had to go back and order more, the color can be completely different. So I would rather order a couple of these because I think they're like, I don't know, 50 cents or something. So I would rather order a couple more of these and use them on a different painting if I need them than to not have enough. For 152 that I just showed you, this color is a little bit dark in some places, I feel. So what I did is I took another bag of 151 that I had from who knows where that I had saved in my stash, and I'm using this in place of this darker color for the most part. Okay, so the interesting thing is when you look at this 151 versus this one, look at the difference. It's crazy. This is still a pinky color, but it almost looks more peach up against this. I thought that was really interesting. So these I probably won't use either because they're just not exactly the same. So let's move this over here. Let's see, and I've already shown you these two. So I think because I'm going to duplicate the sort of browny dark colors, I'm going to need more of each of the ones I'm about to show you. So what I did was I got a couple more of the 224, the L, because I'll need more of that. And the color looks pretty close. It's a little bit darker, but it's not bad. I don't know if the light's picking that up or not. This one I think is just a touch more pink. I'll kind of play around with it and see what happens. In fact, interesting. This may even work too. So I'll just play with it. We'll see what happens. And then let me move these over. So the colors that I used on her forehead and gradiating down that I was showing you are these colors right here. So some of them are not exactly the same color and some of them look dead on. It's really good that this letter Q, which is 223, looks very much like what I ordered. I mean, very much. So I have a bunch of these that I ordered so I can kind of move those down. And I also had some in my stash, but I knew this was one of the colors I'd probably need a lot of. So I ordered some more of those. Next, I went into 3726. And this is close. It is darker. It's definitely darker. Can you see that? But it just might work. So I got quite a few of those because I think the sort of mid-tone-ish colors are what I'm going to need the most of. Then I got quite a few of the 315, and as you can tell, they're darker and they almost look a little bit more like, I don't know, burgundy instead of like the brownish version of this. Because it's down on the neck and it's quite a bit farther down, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I think I'll still be able to gradiate these out. We'll just see. It's one of those trial and error things. So I'll put just a couple on there and we'll see what happens. So 3802, which is this symbol, that looks like this. So it's pretty close, pretty close. And you know, the nice thing is say this color doesn't work real well, then maybe I skip and I do these colors and kind of gradiate that way. Then lastly, on the darker colors, we have 902, and it looks very good, very much like the same color. So I really like that because I think this will be a great dark color, just like on her forehead. So that is my evil plan thus far. I really appreciate Diamond Drills USA and them getting everything to me quickly. And I'm fairly happy with how the colors came out. So I'm just sort of substituting around. The other thing that I'm doing is, let me grab this. I've got the ABs, which are the letter I. And you can see they're just a very light pink AB. So I took some, let me get this turned around, some 819, and I'm using just a little bit of that in between to kind of gradiate too, because this is so light on the face, and then it goes to some really dark looking colors compared to that. So I'm kind of using this as a little bit of a transition as well. And that definitely is all I'm doing right now. So it looks like a lot of stuff, but we'll see how many of these I actually use. And we'll just gradiate from dark to the, you know, mid-tone and lighter, and we'll see how that works on the chin and neck. So wish me luck. All right, guys, see you in a bit. Who loves Muni Maid? This girl, apparently. So here are my colors laid out from the lightest to the darkest. And what I'm going to do is just kind of pan over and show you the different colors in order so you can see what I did. All right, so I will show you first. These are the sparklers from DP with Sparklers that I got for the necklaces and the dress. Then here we start with the colors that I did from light to dark with her skin, basically going from the middle part of the face to the blush to the chin and bottom part of the face and then down the neck. I did replace some of the colors with different ones. Like you can see over here, we've got the version of the 151s, and here is the separate bag. I didn't end up using those. So you can see how different the dye lot colors are. And there it is. All right. Next, I will show you the color that's the peach color that I changed out. Right here is the one that was more peachy colored. And then this is the pink color that I changed it out for because it just looked too weird on her face. So that's a little preview, a little scan over the top of how I did the colors. Here's the trash from the entire painting, and obviously I substituted out some drills, but still you can see from what I used, I mean, that's a good size painting, 60 by 80, and that was all the trash I had. Obviously I didn't pick out all the pebbles or the little tiny pieces that were in there, but you can see even the trash drills, not very much. I was pretty impressed. All right, so let's start out with some of the changes that I made to her. I did leave the background the same. I put quite a few different colors in here, different ABs, just to sort of make it pop. So you can see in the icicles in the crown. Let's see, where am I? Over here, some of the white ones are the ABs that came with it. I did add some more in there, but like I said, these are the sparkly ABs that I put in there. Next, I put a bunch of ABs through here. As you can see in the eyes, there are a couple in here, some over here, and then through the eyeshadow, and then down on the bottom. So I put some different ABs in there. Let's see. Oh, okay, so there were two ABs because there are just a couple of ones that went in her lips that came with it. And then down here we have some more icicles with some different ABs, as well as over here. And then I changed up her necklace quite a bit. I did leave some of the ABs that were supposed to be in there in the necklace, but I took silver sparklers and used them for the part that goes around her neck. And then I used two different ones in here. I believe it's mermaid, and I can't remember what the other color is. I'll try and get that and show you what I used. And then down in her dress, I put just a couple of these same drills in different spots throughout her dress. Other than that, I don't think there were any other changes that I made other than her skin. And we will go through that next. So here's a picture. So before I get into the skin tone, what I'll do is I'll put a picture in here of what I did, like how I made her look, and then I'll put a picture of how she was supposed to look. There's another photo that I have of somebody that actually completed her skin the way it was supposed to be. So I'll put both of those in here right now. These are actually out of order of what I told you. This is the original rendering, the painting that someone else did and followed exactly the colors where they're supposed to be for the nose, the chin, the cheek, the neck. No extra enhancements whatsoever. Now, I think they did darken their picture up because it's a little darker than mine, but other than that, it's not enhanced. I have not done anything to these to alter the color. Here she is. So this is my version. I have the enhancements on there. I tweaked the nose just a little bit. The face in its entirety, the chin, the neck. I actually gave her a bit of a shoulder over on that left-hand side. It was kind of just black like the forest in the original, and I tweaked that a little bit too. So you can see she's got a much softer blush, and I love it. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I hope that you guys like it, and that you are enjoying this video. So as you can see, when you look up close, it's a very stark difference between this color and this color. But when you back up away from it, it looks really good. So the first thing that I did was I looked at this without any drills on it. I looked to see what the darkest colors were, fading to the lighter colors, and then sort of in between. Okay, so then down here, as you saw in the other picture, her neck was very like black and purple, gray. It just, to me, it didn't look the way I wanted it to. And some people say that she was supposed to look like she was frostbitten. It wasn't terrible, it just wasn't what I wanted it to look like. And you know, I know she's not a traditional beauty, but at the same time, I wanted to keep sort of the darkness of the painting, but I really wanted her to, I don't know, I just wanted her to look a little bit more natural. So what I did was I took some of the coloring up here and I incorporated it down in this area. Now, she didn't really have much of a shoulder over here. It was kind of cut off and there was some more of the background in there, but it just looked weird to me. So I went ahead and made a little bit more of a shoulder here. So I showed you the drills. I showed you the different drills that I used, and then brought that sort of down here as well. Now, I don't have a full system of how I transitioned in here, just because I did the best I could by looking at it. Sometimes you just have to back up and look at it instead of being right up in it. So I would take steps back. I would step farther away and I would say, okay, this is too harsh, you know, whatever. And then I took this, and instead of making it go all the way in a swoosh, I made it a little bit fatter through here, a little bit bigger, and I stopped it quite a ways farther back. I just kind of looked at her cheek and thought about what a natural blush, flush contour would look like, and then I just put some through here. This is not a color that came with the kit. That's one that I actually added. Same with a lot of these. I mean, what I did was I weighed the ones that were supposed to go here, and then I ordered that many or a little bit more to fill in. So up here, it was kind of looking like a beard. I didn't want it to look that way. Back here, it was very dark. So I just sort of transitioned and kind of stood back and looked at it as I did it. Now, I did have to take some drills off and add some more drills on there. Even down in here where her skin is, it was supposed to be way darker, and I sort of changed it to this mid-tone color because I wanted it to be a little darker as I got down in where this sort of see-through looking thing stopped. I hope that makes sense. So anyways, what I did, the way that I picked these colors, like I said, was I kind of went through what these darker colors were, and then ordered more and then sort of gradiated it out. I did still use all of the ABs that they gave you for it. There was like a soft pinky AB, and so I continued to use that, but I did really alter all this. I did alter some of the colors down in here. There was a color that I showed you when I was giving you the up close, and it was very peachy looking, and to me she was more of a pink undertone. It was actually this color that was supposed to be in her face, and it looked very strange to me with all of this kind of a pinky undertone and then something that was a real stark peach. So I only used that in the hair. I did not use it in the skin because it just looked strange to me. So that's what I did to this canvas. I also made her nose through here come out a little bit more because it looked really pinched to me. So I changed that out. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them down below in the comments, or you know, just reach out to me and I'll help you as best as I can. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down there and click on the bell, and it will notify you anytime that I put up a new video. Let me back out real quick so you can get one more good look at the whole thing. So here she is when you back away from her. You can really see how it looks like a shadow. It looks really good. And then I will walk you up here and show you how beautiful everything is. Let me get on this side here so I'm out of the light. The drills are beautiful. They have really nice sparkly drills. And then there is her sparkly necklace and the icicles. And her dress. All right, guys, there's Snow Queen.